Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to another Friday segment where we're going to talk watches and we're going to get nerdy and we're going to do all the things that we always do on a Friday. Hopefully, you had a good week of work, and if you didn't, it's time to settle into the weekend. And I appreciate that you choose this channel to do so. And to all my playback people too, as well. You guys are really awesome. So you probably noticed that this is a giveaway live stream, and it is sponsored by Montro Strap. Now, here's the deal. I give you guys all the behind the scenes. I don't have to do that. I put the paid sponsorship. I can move on. But transparency is a thing. And I think that it's not a big deal for me to tell you guys that I'm not receiving any other compensation other than the opportunity for you to win one of the Montreux straps. I allowed such thing because I believe in the straps. I actually actively use them on multiple watches, and so does my wife, and I absolutely love them. So yeah, I wanted to do that. Now, in order to enter in, I'm going to make things very simple. You don't have to subscribe. You don't have to hype. You don't have to do a song and dance and do the hokey pokey and turn yourself around. You're all adults. Therefore, if you want to do those things, it'll be appreciated. But you know what to do if you want to. What you will have to do is leave a comment down below and let me know that you're interested. I left all of the information from Montreux straps and how to enter the giveaway. I think I just said enter giveaway. I made it very simple and everything else. I have done reviews on the FKM, and I decided to do it live because I've done reviews already, right? So there's nothing new for me to say about the product. I believe in the product. The straps are great. If you want to watch the reviews before you make a decision, that's fine. But I decided to do it as a live stream to reward you guys who are dedicated to coming on set live streams week to week, show your appreciation. And as I say that, we get our first comment from my man, Hannibal, aka Hannibal Lecter. Emperor Santana, this guy. Stop. I'm gonna do the mark time. Which, by the way, I'm wearing a mark time on my wrist because it's the perfect example to one of the watches that this FKM product from Montreux Strap is married to. Now, I did change the clasp. I'm sorry, Ted, if that annoys you, but the clasp, you hear me? The pin and buckle is actually bronze to match the case. That's the only one that I did it for, so we're not going to advertise that. But it's married to this watch, and I'll tell you what. I don't know if there's rules to this game for you guys, but I can tell you something. This is more of a dress watch. You guys know this watch, yes? M1.2, mark time. This strap is married to it, and it's only married to it for the simple fact, you see the second hand that's coming up to, I think that's what, the 9 o'clock over there? Yeah, it's got the red tip, and that's enough of a focal point for me to want to match that strap to the actual watch itself. I've done that another time, and I'm gonna give you guys a few examples of watches that are in my collection and that are on my wife's as well. Yes, wifey, if you are ear hustling this live stream, I went into your watch. Jive Turkey had the nerve to say, "Did you go in my watch box?" Yeah, I needed some examples. And by the way, you wouldn't have set watch box had I not influenced you into a collection. Rant over. Let's get back to Montro. What are you guys saying on chat? What are you wearing? Your 42 Murph? What is that, a slap in the face? I need a strap from my Cooper. We're going to get into that, man. We're going to look at Montro as a website as well to see what they're available, Hannibal. The links are in the description if you want to get ahead of me, just to take a chat to. I also have my my phone going up over here, so this way I can monitor chat, hopefully. That's some inception for you. So I could hopefully see the chat a little bit easier when I'm going in between screens and everything else. Where were we? Ah, yes. Examples, live ones. And I'll give you guys another example for something that kind of matches the theme of the mark time. This is a Bauhaus kind of design. It is kind of like a dress watch, but I also have it on my Zezimi, and it's got this orange, vibrant vibe to it. Look, the FKM from Montro, the way he's composed it, and you'll see this in my reviews if you choose to watch set reviews afterwards, but there's a thinner thickness to the straps towards the end of the strap, right? And then it gets a little bit thicker at the base, but right out of the box, extremely supple. Don't take my word for it. Watch other reviewers that you have been watching, and if you want to get a second opinion or a third opinion, that's fine. I understand. But super supple out of the box. And he doesn't just do FKM. He also does Epsom leather, which we're going to talk about that. But very nice, vibrant colors. Again, on the dial, I don't know if you guys can see it. The text under at the 6 o'clock It's orange, and that's enough pop of color for me to, yes, it's a dress watch, and I put it on FKM. I break rules. And I didn't do this just to set it up for the live. These are actual live examples of the straps that I put on my watches. Now, those are two dress watches that I actually have FKM rubber on. I know, it's crazy. I'm going to show you guys some tool watches, man. And you know what? As I grab this Notice X Watch Crunch Flyboy Edition, love this watch. I don't wear it enough, and I need to. I'm never getting rid of it. Never. It's a micro brand, and you guys know that I like to heavily focus on it. I'm always going to keep this watch in my collection. Let me just reset the live here, just so like that the chat is more current. I'm never going to get rid of any micro brands really in my collection unless I'm giving it to a family member so I can have access to it immediately if I need it. Why? Because if I do things like this, I need content. Those watches provide me that. Now, the Notice X Watch Crunch, man, this is a fabulous watch for sure. Again, it's on that FKM. They make a very good bracelet for this watch for sure. But I'll tell you some of the rules to the game. You get tired of set bracelet no matter how fabulous it is. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's human nature. You can't eat the same thing every day type of thing. So the way that I like to go about it is I like to have 2, if possible, 3 dedicated straps and bands and whatever the case may be for set watch. 2 dedicated ones that are married to the watch, 1 floater. You'll know what I mean if you're a nerd. And that's just how so this FKM option for it, I mean, it's on the money, yes. Like if you have this type of green and you want to match it with your watch on their FKM, I mean, fabulous. You always get quick release when it comes to it, as it should be at this point in time. If you have the technology, implement it, please. But also FKM provides a lot of other things, right? Like just in its nature in itself, right? Like it gets less dirtier. It attracts less lint. And that's true to the cause because, again, I've had this FKM on this watch for a very long time. It maybe needs a little bit of a scrubbing, not going to lie. But the lint on your strap is what drives me nuts. And I'm sure that you feel the same way. So it doesn't do that, right? It definitely doesn't have that kind of issue. Who else is in the chat? Dave D, High Hole Silver, everyone. He is in the chat. Do you prefer rubber or leather? It just depends on which watch specifically, and more so, what's the mood? Again, I like to have 3 options: 1 bracelet, 1 leather, 1 rubber strap, depending if it's like a super, vintage looking and it just looks out of pocket for the rubber. But FKM for sure when it comes to the 2 options because it just has better qualities. I'll give you guys another example. I think I've shown you guys this in another live, right? My ISL 245. Yeah, that's fire, no? Fire, customized bezel insert. You guys seen that? And of course, white strap on that, had to do that. That's clean, super clean. Tool watch all the way. A lot of white. There's a lot of white on this watch, but I was all right with that summer vibe. And you know what? Arguably a winter vibe. When it snows and you're wearing this, that's good. That's fantastic. It's on the tool watch, so it makes a lot of sense. And then finally, we have the Epsom leather that we're going to take a look at too. Spectral Control is in the chat. He says, good day, chat. I should bring it up over here. Yeah. He says, good day. What did he just say? Good day from a rainy Australia. Oh, man. Hopefully it clears up and it actually gets a little bit better in weather. Yes. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Alpina. Oh, the chat just jumped. Hold on. Sailcloth, pink. And of course you have it on the sailcloth, bro. You're the sailcloth man. Fantastic. So, aside from I have the examples from my wife's collection as well, because she tried to steal my white. So this is also a custom watch that I built for her, right? Very nice rose gold case. This is a complete custom job that I did. Sourced all the parts myself, built it myself. Very, very nice, plied indices and everything else. But the point is that she also, and her job specifically calls for something that's really soft. And once she got a hold of one of the straps, she's like, yeah, this is mine now. So do what you got to do. And rose gold, pink dial, white strap. I think that looks very, very different, but very, very nice as well. Matches the theme. And then this was a Tandorio mother of pearl that I did, but it also, the point is to show you also another colorway, baby blue. So we got a lot of colorways, man. And I have some colorways that are not even on. Let's see if I can do this right now. Am I going to drop all my watches on my live? Let's see. I already have white. Okay. So we got a whole bunch of color range. You guys can see the vibrancy of it, right? This is just on a regular laptop camera, so you guys can see all the vibrancy of it. Not bad. That was pretty good. Let's put those down. And then the colors I didn't show you, because yes, I have more, but wait, there's more. I have this navy blue, because you got to go with a navy blue. And then the yellow, man, even the yellow, even a yellow color, which is one of the newest ones that are to it. Most of the straps are 20 millimeters that I have here. What are you guys saying on chat? You guys are saying hi to each other. Nick Figueroa, what's going on, bro? How are you? What is that colorway? We're going to get into the website. I don't know verbatim what all the colors are, but let's go into the website and bring that up so you guys can see it. I think I caught up on chat. You guys are all good, right? High hole silver. Hannah, was that? That's it. Thanks again for giving back to the community. No, man, listen, stop. Like, seriously, I'm grateful for you guys. You guys are the hero of the story, dude. So if I have the opportunity, I'm more than happy to absolutely do that for you guys, because you guys have held down the fort. So Montro straps, this is the website. Let's get into, so two options, right? You don't have to overcomplicate it sometimes. Sometimes less is more. So right now he's working with the FKM, which is what I showed you guys. So Hannibal, you asked me what are the names. So we're going to bring that up just so you guys can see. And here are all the names for them. I mean, some of them are just straight up, right? Black, blue, blah, blah, blah. I don't think I had this vibrant blue just yet. But this is the Miami blue that you saw, that baby blue type of look. I had that. I had the olive green. We had the orange, the yellow, the white, the red, and everything else. So these are all the colors that he has available. He has them in 20 and 22 millimeters. So if you're looking for an 18, you're beat just for now. But primarily, mostly watches are 20 and 22, right? So you have those options on those two sizes. And let me just pull this up on the red and everything else. $45 USD. And I'll tell you what. Bring me back up. Where am I? I'll tell you what. I've seen collectors put this on affordable watches, which for the most part, depending on where you're sitting, you may argue that every watch that I showed you is affordable, maybe not, but I've seen this on Omegas. I've seen this on, and that was the point for Montro. They wanted to give you a premium quality strap without the crazy $200, $250 price range, right? Obviously, there's prices in between that, but for that price, man, and that's pretty crazy. And I don't know for sure. I think Ted is also going to run some sales for the holidays. I know that he's looking to get a little bit more of a spotlight during the time 'tis the season and everything else. Red is fire. I do agree, Hannibal. Solid gold vintage. You got a solid gold vintage JLC. Yay, man. Listen, like I said, I've seen these things on high-end watches all day long. One of the greatest things about these straps is that all the colors you can get. Exactly. I like the range that he has. White is really, really nice. It's just super clean. You can't go wrong. It's super neutral. Oh, look at that. You seen that? That's a picture of your boy's watch. So there you go. Like, he uses images. These are all images, by the way. Docs is over here. Oh, that's a perfect thing to showcase. So here's an Omega. I don't know if that's metal. So that's an actual Omega, right? Doxa. We have the classic SKX by the looks of it from Bird's Eye. That looks like a 013, but it may be a 007. We have it on a Tudor. Like people are putting this on, and he's just taking images from people that are supporting the brand and everything else. So a couple Seikos, that's my notice. We have the Doxa, like I said before. That is a Boltony. So just a range. Fierce, fantastic. That's my style right there. That little pop on the second hand of color and then just completely having it on it. That's my style. I love doing that. And then it gets a little bit more repetitive for that. And then, yeah, so that's pretty much how it looks for the FKM. And then we're going to get into the Epsom leather because that is also available as well. But let me know what you guys do. Do you have that methodology as well? Do you have a set amount of straps per watch? Or is it just you have your strap collection that you rotate into whatever watches, depending on obviously the size itself? I like to have specifically for each watch options, like 2 or 3 options. That may be crazy as far as the amount, but I'm never like reaching or wondering if I could switch out the vibe. It's a refresher for your watch as well. Kokomo has that watch. Absolutely. Great stops, summer vibe watch. Exactly. No, Skylar, you buy the JLC. Nah, I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet. I got a couple watches I gotta knock down. I've got you know the Murph and everything else. I've got the Murph. What else? There was another watch that I gotta knock down too. But we're not getting into that, man. Why are you trying to distract me? Let's go back. So Epsom leather. I have a live example of Epsom leather. Now, when he first sent me this color, man, I've told you guys this before. I was like, how am I gonna match this turquoise type of vibe? Sure enough, I had a Saint Martin that I bought early on that had a chapter ring where the Rehot is. That is actually turquoise as well. So that's how I weared my K-Swiss with this. And this one's pretty much, yeah. So this strap is married. Okay, wait, back it up. I was worried when Montro did Epsom leather. Why were you worried? Well, his FKM was super, super supple. That I just associated Montreux strap. And FKM tends to be soft in general, but just the way he just trims it down, like I told you on the slimness of the thickness, adds to that suppleness. Yes, that's a word. So I was worried when he did leather because I was like, leather can sometimes be one of those things where you have a large variety of opinion on it, right? Guys, this Epsom leather that he produced is just as supple as the FKM. I promise you. I promise you. It's fantastic right out of the box. It's just super clean. And he has a couple of options for that as well. I think it also mimics the 20 millimeter and the 22 millimeter options that he has for the FKM. But man, oh man, he didn't miss at all when it came to this. I think that's going to be like his going thing for it. You guys can see the stitching as well up close. Let's pull up the website. This way we have a better eye of view. So let's go back. Let's go back and check it out. Leather straps. Epsom leather to be specific. So 20 millimeters across the board. I was not correct about the double size, but that's the most common one. This is the most recent thing that he's done. This is the one that you guys just saw on my wrist. It's the aqua blue French Epsom leather strap. Fantastic. Same price, right? I think that was the same price as the other one, but great quality, man. It's and another no complaints at all. There goes my wrist again. Got him. Fantastic photography. Wow, look at that. So yeah, you guys may be familiar with Epsom leather. Let's see the other options. So we got a black, we got a brown, we got a navy blue. Staple colors. I mean, this is the wild card here, but yeah, not mad at this. Want to see that this Epsom leather line definitely expand as well, because like I said, just as soft. Dare I say the Epsom leather is softer? I think I might say, nah, they're around the same thing, which is crazy. So fantastic quality. I go by that. This one's married to this. Oh, that's what I was going to say. The bracelet to this went to my Squale 1521. The Squale wants 250 beans if we're talking about the market of straps. And that's quite the amount. It's a bracelet, to be fair, but you guys get the point. So that is Montro. Speaking of notice, let me see what you guys are saying in the chat. Just to make sure we're good. Nope, no, we're good. Everybody's chilling. So speaking of notice, why did you guys put me on to the fact that they are going to be in New York? They're bringing their show. I believe Notice hosts Intersect, right? Am I crazy? Or is it 3 brands in one? I need to get more familiar with Notice. I know who they are. You know who you are that I'm addressing that to. But I have to get more familiar with Notice, man. I know who they are, and I've always liked their watches. I've seen reviews. I've done a review of this watch, right? So, but I need to get back in the mix with them. I would love to meet them in person. Shout out to my man Ivan from Vario, because he's the one who put me on to that fact where he told me that I'm still working out the kinks to getting a table at Intersect in New York, and I said he must be mistaken. Maybe he said that wrong. But he, in fact, was correct, because they are coming. Let me see if I can bring that up real quick. Intersect watch show. Let's see if I can bring that up. I'll put the screen up once I click into it. I don't want you guys to see my spelling. Intersect New York City. In New York. Coming to the Apple, baby. Yes, sir. February 28th, 26th. Love it. I already RSVP'd. And yeah, I'm hoping to see some brands that I know this gentleman. Shout out. I think the gentleman's name is Marcus. Yeah, it is. It's right here. Hello, I'm Marcus. He's a great guy, man. I love his energy. I love just that's it. I just love his energy. He was a great guy to meet. So I'm hoping to see some brands that I don't regularly see in the watch shows. And then I know I'm pretty sure that they're going to be there too. Raymond Nunez is in the building. What's going on? How are you, sir? Excited about this. It's a little early, so if anybody who's on here, I know I got a lot of New York people that are interested in shows. If you missed Wind Up and you want something that's, I think they RSVP to control the show. I've never been to an Intersect, so I'm talking out of pocket. But I think the point of all of that is to kind of regulate the size and everything else. So they want to make sure that it's just a more open experience and everything else, catering to immerse, welcome environment. As I say it, started in 21, Los Angeles. Trying to see if here we go. Oh, so it's bro. Why am I not at Intersect right now? You're telling me Jack Mason, whom by the way is part of today's conversation, which is crazy. Yeah. So there you go. Those are the three that put this together. So now I'm really hype. And I got to show love and everything else. And I was supposed to pick up a Jack Mason. I didn't do that. Had to check the funds if I'm keeping it real with you guys. You listen, and I should know this, but going to the show all 3 days, parking, food, this and that, my brother came with me. I wanted to contribute to his first few. It was his first show, you know what I mean? So I felt like putting a watch on his wrist was more important than mine at the moment. But I have to. I'm a fan. I have a notice, which is good. Formex, you guys know how I feel about Formex. And notice, man, I gotta notice what they're up to. Gaetano is in the building. He says, "Sup, Professor." What's going on, bro? Appreciate you for joining us. Where do we go from there? Let's do this. I like the setup, man. I like the way this is flowing right now. Just so you guys know. Why do I have Vario up here? Well, I'll tell you why. This fantastic gentleman, whom I just did a review for, he came out with this futurist watch, and I got to tell you, man. I instant love at first sight. I think that's what they say. Fantastic, man. Maybe we'll play the video. Oh, I don't know if there we go. I want to know what you guys feel about this watch, man. I'm hype about this watch. There's just so much going on. I mean, it's Vario's MO to do something completely different in design, right? All of his designs are pretty much from scratch. He's not really like a homage guy. He takes inspiration for sure, right? But I thought this was super dope. And I had a couple of side conversations with you guys that are regulars in the streams. And look at your boy. And you guys are excited about this too, I think. And I had to do it, man. I hit Vario, I hit Ivan up, and I told him, yo, man, I don't know what I got to do, but yeah, this needs to get to the channel ASAP, please. And we worked it out. So this is on the way. He did give me a good discount on it, so I did have to put a little bit of cheddar. And that's all right, man, because look, this thing is selling itself. And I'm so happy. Where's my face? I'm so happy that it's like he told me already, the red and I think it was the gray are doing fantastic. And I think that the other colors are limited, right? Except for the gray. The gray is going to be the one that stays. And he says it's word of mouth, because I haven't seen too many reviews. I saw one gentleman that did a review that was basically off of images and websites and everything else, but I've seen an unboxing from another gentleman too. But it wasn't like, you know what I mean? But man, oh man, I'm here to bring the hype to this watch. I'm feeling this watch. What are you guys saying on chat? Vario is Hong Kong? No, Vario is Singapore. Oh, you answered already. Boulder is Hong Kong. Correct. Singapore is nice. Yes, la. Out of work, Hong Kong too. Anyone else here? Triangle-shaped watches. I don't. If I were to even come close to it, it would be the Hamilton, the one in the Men in Black. What's that one called? The Elvis watch. You guys know. That's a tough thing to do well enough. You know what I mean? I don't even know too many people that do it, to be honest with you. But yeah, man, I think this is a very bold move. I don't want to spoil which color I got, so I'm not going to tell you guys until it comes in. But I want you guys to see the crystal. He did a lot of different things, right? So he did actual. This is actual engravings into the case, which looks phenomenal. He put the crown at the 12 o'clock. It looks like he put great knurling on it, so I don't think you have an issue with grip. You will have to deal with the fact that the crown is sitting at the 12 o'clock. I can tell you this. What other watch did that? Oh, his reversal. For the one watch in your collection, I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal, right? If every single watch, but now also you gain the benefit of this being super clean on the sides, on both sides. Yes. I mean, the indices look fantastic. It's a sunburst style. Dimensions hopefully are good. You know, I checked the dimensions. I think it's a 39 millimeter that we're working with here. Let's see if I can get it going for the specifications. Oh, he's also offering this elastic band. You guys know I was talking about Spidel not too long ago for bracelet, but it's basically like an elastic Spidel bracelet. Great price too, so probably would grab that too if you could. I have a bunch of Spidel, so I didn't. But let me see dimensions that we're working here. 48 lug to lug, that's fine. 20 millimeter easy strap change. 39 millimeter case, 10 millimeters thickness. Yeah, that's going to be phenomenal. And I'll tell you what, man. I know that there's such a thing that having like the Christopher Ward 6.6 millimeters is very impressive for a dress watch. For me, though, I like my dress watches to have robustness to them. I don't really like I don't know. I don't like super thin features in the dial. I don't like super small, like super thin watches. I like even my dress watches. Like I consider this to be like a dress watch, right? And this one's probably like 11 millimeters, 11.5. That's just how I like to do it. I don't like super dressy stuff. So I'm glad that it's 10 millimeters. It's still on the thinner side. We got a Miyota movement as well. So reliability for sure. No date, right? So this is an actual 39, no date officially. Just fantastic, man. What are you guys saying on chat? The entire face colored, or is that just a rectangle? Is an entire face color? Hold on, let me bring it up over here. Are you talking about the crystal, perhaps? Colored, or is that just a rectangle? In the crystal itself, it has dimension to it. I haven't looked into it crazy. I like to kind of save the suspense for my own opinion, touch and feel the watch. If you're talking about the crystal, though, that is intentionally put into the crystal, which is ballsy. I'm going to say it right now. That's a ballsy move. And there's two ballsy moves for this watch, yes? There's that 12 o'clock crown, and then you have this, which basically gives distortion to the crystal intentionally, right? Something that people, want AR coding in and everything else. So that's super ballsy and that's super ballsy. But I'll tell you what, if you told me these things and I didn't see the watch, I may have raised my eyebrow. Looking at this thing, I mean, I'm having it sent over to me without even looking at it in person. That's all I got to say. You know what I mean? I like it. And you know what? I'm not afraid. And now that crystal kind of look has been done before, obviously in the past. Ivan drew inspiration to people just not doing that, right? He's like, I don't see it. I can't get it for myself, so I'm going to make it. That's a ballsy move for sure. And I'm glad that he took that risk and is taking that kind of, and I think it's going to sell, man. It's going to sell. It's selling right now without having a crazy. Ben 10 is in the building. I think somebody said wristful as well. Welcome in, gentlemen. Welcome in. About to dive, just stopping by. Appreciate you stopping by, bro, just to say hi. I get it. I do the same thing. It's a great Friday for me. I'm wearing my LUC, feeling golden. Good for you, man. Good vibes. That's what we're running with. Today is Brew. What? Teddy Brew. Oh, I forgot to put that. The Teddy X Brew. Oh, man. We got to bring that up. Bear with me. Teddy X Brew. Hopefully that brings up. I don't know if they're like officially have any like crazy post about it. Hang on. I'm going to get the chat. Give me a second. He just reminded me of something. I have to bring this up. I mean, what are we talking? Oh, wait. Oh, no, this is a guy talking about it. I don't want that. Do we have to go to Instagram, or is there like a? There's no video, right? Well, anyway, you guys get the point. Let's go to images. There we go. Let's do that. Can we blow this up? I don't know what this watch is going to look like. I have no idea. So if you think I have the inside scoop, I really don't. I'm going to have to wait for November 18th like everybody else. That is huge on both accounts, right? On both accounts. Has Teddy done a collaboration before? I don't think so. I can't wait to see what it looks like. I can't wait to see what it looks like. I'm not going to guarantee going to get it. That's going to sell fast, bro. I don't even think people are going to wait for Teddy's thoughts on it. Maybe for those who are on the fence about Brew, which I don't know why you would. Okay, you should just buy it. But if you were on the fence about Brew for whatever reason, now that Teddy's doing a collaboration with them, that thing's gonna sell so fast. So he might as well box up the watches now. You know what I'm saying? Like just box up the watches and just write people's name and address on it. Don't even bother. Don't even put it on display. Sell the display too. How many is he? I'm excited for this one. And I know there's been a lot of collaboration watches, but so what? Bring them on. I say we keep bringing them, keep going with them. Let me catch up on Ted. Skylar Speck said, what? Said it's out. It's out already? It said the 18th. It's the 14th. His first collab. Oh my God. Yo, who's not on the money like how I am? Come on. Come on. Come on. I talked, and now I'm not trying to say that I've willed these things into fruition. That was a nice sentence right there. But I will say this. I did my review on Venezianico. Check the dates. Check the dates. I did my review on Venezianico. There was a lot of Venezianico reviews after that. And I paid for that watch in full. The first one. By the way, I'm talking to Venezianico about an Arsenale. We started seeing about a bunch of reviews for that. I talked about Brew. Brew's been doing a lot of good things as well. I love the New York edition and everything else, but this thing with Teddy is phenomenal. Who else did I forecast? Who else did I forecast? Oh man. I love it. Travis Skyler needs collab and start their own watch store. Just saying. I mean, you never know, man. You never know. Anything is possible. I think I would have to start off with a collaboration watch first when I'm actually big. But that dude, we're both dreaming now. Like that's in the future. But that's the way I would do it first. If anybody ever cared to do a collaboration with me one day, I would do it with an actual company and just help out with the designs and everything else. Like I don't know the first thing about making a watch other than doing custom watches and stuff like that. Something Italian. Methinks it's it's on Teddy's website. Oh crap. Okay, so let me bring. Wait, so it's already been shown? What am I doing? I'm slacking over here. What's Teddy's website? Teddy Boldazar. I have no idea. Oh, thank the Lord. All right, Teddy Boldazar. Oh, wait, you guys are probably saying, yo, show me. I got you. Well, we got off topic over here, but not really. Right? Where is it under? I'm going to just do a search for Brew. That's what we're going to do. Maybe this will help give me a shortcut. So he's showing Brew watches here that are already out. I mean, it's got to be landing page, no? Let's see. Be the first to know. Sure. I don't see any images on it. Sign up here. Okay. Let me see what you guys are saying. Not talking. Okay. If you've got, I don't think any of my moderators are active right now. I think Risful had to bounce. Maybe if you guys had the link already. I have no idea where this thing is on the website. New releases, Skylar. That might help you. Oh, snap. Is that it? Is this it? Holy monkey, this thing is souped up. No, this is me, though. What are you doing? Let's see. I don't know. I don't see it. If you guys are telling me, I would imagine that it would be the first watch in new releases, no? Let's see. I have no idea. Yeah, sorry guys. I didn't pre-plan this conversation and I don't know where to find it. I mean, he's saying something here, but it doesn't show anything. Yeah, I don't know if it's really on display already or what the case is, but I can't find it. Sorry. I got to start giving some of you, I got to get a couple more moderators out there to help me out with links and stuff like that. But anyway, still trying to low-key find it. Hold on. It's got to be within here, no? Sign up. Okay. Nah, I don't know. I don't see. I don't think it is actually released. And if it is, I do apologize. I can't find it. Going back to what I was saying, yeah, super exciting, man. That's big. That's big. And I'm excited for both people to really I'm excited for Teddy to give more direction towards Brew. I'm excited for Brew to keep expanding. We're seeing a lot of his watches expand over time at a rapid rate at this point. We've seen automatics this year. It's fantastic, I think. Jerry will give you plenty of how we purchase your yeah, probably, right? If I came out with my own collaboration watch, for sure. What else do we have in the market going on, man? Let's ramp things back up here. Let's see. What did I want to talk about? I wanted to talk about, so Vario, we've got this coming to the channel. It's on the way. It's in the mail. I'm talking to Venezianico about the Arsenale. I haven't featured that on the channel yet. Last thing that came out was the Bronzo, and I became familiar with this because of Rob's video. So Random Rob has his unboxing, and I think he has his review or unboxing, but he said that he can't let this thing go. It looks phenomenal. I was between this Arsenale and the Musu Black. I know the Musu Black has been out already, but those are the two that I was kind of in between to take a look at. I was going to ask them for the Platino only because I have the gold, so get the platinum in the gold, you know what I mean? But I didn't want to be a pig, like this is 1650, you know what I mean? So I was like, let me not be that guy. So I asked them for either the Musu Black and the Bronzo. Hopefully we'll take a look at that soon. I love Venezianico. You guys know this, man. And I thought, so when I was live at the wind-up, I didn't know I didn't do enough homework. I do apologize. I want to rescind the fact that I said this is hand painted. I think this is like a pressing type of situation, but still absolutely drop dead gorgeous. That was a tongue twister for me. And it was tough, man, because the second hand, you guys know how it is. But I've never messed with I've never owned Musu Black, right? So that was my thing. So they continue and they more hammer their divers right now. That Bronzo was a new one for sure, but in their I just did that again. In their Nerede, they're going all out, all Neredes, all of the Neredes. I mean, whatever you want, you could have. I mean, I don't need to show you guys this, right? We've talked about Venezianico a million times. You guys probably are so familiar. Coral's fire, bro. Like, how did you even? I'm gonna take the coral reef and put it in the dial. Why not? Why not? What are you guys saying in chat? Trifecta trunk show tomorrow, 12 to 4. Ah, yes. Thank you for reminding me, Hannibal. If you guys are familiar with Travis Wiley or Rob from Random Rob, they will be at Trifecta tomorrow checking out some watches. So check out their live stream as well. I know that Travis is going to be live for sure. Mark released a new colorways for the Caron. The red, white, and blue is cool. Mark. We're talking about Mark Time? Are we talking about Mark Time or who are we talking about? Feldman has expanded. Skylar. Okay, I read that. Perfect. Where are we now? Jack Mason, positionally, we talked about their die. So this is what they decided to do, titanium. Yeah. We talked about this on the last live. We're kind of picking up where we left off, but I wanted to just breeze by this again and just show images as we talk because I did it from the car. And now we can have some actual images. I'm not mad at this, man. If it ain't broke, right? The Strato Time has been doing very well. I love that he introduced titanium. It just looks good. He did the black and blue so far. You guys know, I know that they're not going to be done with this this kind of style, this diver bezel insert, diver extension, titanium 7-link bracelet. I mean, it just looks phenomenal. And that's a nice blue. That's a nice blue. Ceramic dive bezel, sure. Absolutely. 6 o'clock position. I'm glad that they highlighted this because this was really nice. Orange was the right colorway, skeletonized at the base. That was the right way to go. I love this. I love this aperture. I mean, I've never been the one to be that excited about an aperture. Hi, beautiful. Wifey's home. But this is clean, man. This is clean. This kind of looks like the magnifying glass type of thing. Like that was so smart. Imagine somebody does like a imagine somebody does the what's that called? Cyclops. Imagine somebody puts the Cyclops on the inside of the crystal over the dial. Hey man, I'm just giving ideas for free out here. I'm just saying. Unless that's what I'm looking at. I can't tell. I don't think so, but that would be cool. You know, you'd lose the opportunity to remove it at that point, but I think that would be something very different. You're welcome. But it's super clean. It's a super clean blue. And then you have the black for neutral as well. Can't go wrong with that. I've seen these pursuits in person. You guys know that Peter said that he wanted to add his adventurous DNA into the watch that he's already came out with the pursuit originally. Successfully did that as well. Fantastic. Fantastic for sure. I saw a watch with 2 Cyclopses and it didn't look as bad as it sounds. That's crazy. That's crazy. I don't know if you would need 2. But I'm going to trust that you said it wasn't too crazy. I think Maurice does that. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Well, you know, that's how it is, bro. Everything's been done. Everything is a homage, even my ideas. What would you honestly wear, a 36 or 35 millimeter watch? I think 35 is pushing it. I think 35 is pushing it for me. I'd wear it. Listen, I don't really, in the beginning, I was like, I need a 40 millimeter and up. I'm not like that anymore, man. Like I could wear smaller watches. And in fact, I enjoy smaller watches. To give you an example, this International 1963 watch that I'm currently editing the video for is a 37 millimeter. And I'll tell you what, man, I like it. I like it a lot. And I think it wears way better than the 40 version. I do have another homage version of it that I got originally. And you know, lug to lug and everything else, because you know it salvages that. Like if we talk about the Murph, that's 42. The lug to lug is preposterous for me, at least. And I think that the 38. So I mean, to answer your question, I would go with I could go with either one. It all depends on these watches that you're asking me about. If what's the lug to lug on them, you know, because it's more than just the diameter for sure. It's the thickness and it's also the lug to lug. Lug to lug to me is more important because I don't care. I'll wear a thick boy all day long. You know, Mark from Island Moss has the okay. Gotcha. Mark. Random Robin Trap will be yep. Yeah. So tune in tomorrow from 12 till 4. That's gonna be awesome. I hope he's live the whole entire time. But you guys know how he does his things. He likes to enjoy the show, so he does his run by. I think I caught up on chat. Skylar, you can wear the 42 Murph. You know what? I think that what I want to do is I want to put the 42 on bracelet and put it on my wrist. I have a 7 1/4 inch wrist. I think you're right, but it comes down to the matter of that watch. I don't know, man. Honestly, responsibly, I'd say put it on wrist. For a watch at that price, especially, put it on wrist. Because I don't want to miss the opportunity of the 42 as well. You're right. Because that has the code on the second hand. You know, I love Interstellar. So if it wears very well on bracelet, and I think that just like the Boulevard that I got the bracelet from Islander, that salvaged it. And the Boulevard was pushing. I just tolerated it because I love the watch that much on my Boulevard. And I tried so many different straps. I tried, you know, everything, 0 pass straps, this and that. The Islander bracelet just salvaged it. I don't know how it magically made the lug to lug feel. I guess it's just a feeling, you know. But yeah, I think I got to put it on wrist, Hannibal, before I make that decision. What's your biggest watch? Technically speaking, it's my wife said the joke. It's this watch. This is a 50. How big is this watch, man? A 53? A 53. I think it's 53 millimeters. Now, I don't have it. I don't even have a strap on there because the bracelet hurts. This watch is a brick. That's technically my biggest watch. After that, it's gotta be diameter wise, probably my turtle, yes. Or maybe it's the Boulevard. The Boulevard is what? The original one's like a 45 millimeter. I think the turtle's got it beat. So diameter wise, it's one of those watches. And I rock them. Like the Boulevard, I love that thing, man. As big as it, and it's just my mood. Sometimes I want to put like a smaller watch on, like the 37 that I showed you from the 1963, right? Sometimes I want to put that on wrist. No problem. And then sometimes I want to put a big boy on, you know. Can I give you an example? This is, I think the mark time's a 42, I believe, or 40, no, 42. Yeah. So 45, 46 millimeters, the biggest. But then again, you know, if you're talking about Seiko's notoriously good at having a large diameter, but they're doing very well on the lug to lug. So if you think Seiko, the King Turtle, or if you think about the Seiko Arnie, right? Like a lot of people assume off rip that that watch is too big. That was a very long answer. We have the same size wrist. I have the 42 box set. Bro, then send me a wrist shot. Do you have just the box set comes on bracelet, right? If you have it, put it on your wrist. We have the same size wrist. Take a wrist shot for your boy. Because I haven't seen it on a bracelet. Travis tried to help. Oh, by the way, Travis did send me a video after the fact. He finally got it. He's like, I thought you were teasing. I was like, no, I was trying to see it on wrist. He sent me some wrist shots, but it was on leather still. So, you know, I didn't want to be like, bro, do they have the bracelet? Like, he was doing me a favor. So if you have that, Hannibal, just do me a favor, send me a wrist shot and post it to the community post, please. Thank you. Thank you very much. I got a tag, Monaco homage. It's huge, but it works. So I learned something about size. Yeah, dude. And that's one thing that I've learned as I've gone along. Like, the dimensions are the dimensions, but you really need to put a watch on wrist before you even write it off. Because again, if you take something like the Seiko, who effectively makes the lug to lug proportional, and you guys see me wear my Seiko Turtle, King Turtle, it's not nearly as bad, and it can shock you. And then again, sometimes those sizes can be just off the mark and completely off your wrist and look kind of funny. So, Skylar, look at the Crockett ridiculous homage and prices. I'll definitely check it out. Before we do that, though, there was another 2 watches that I wanted to talk about really quickly. Did you guys see this? Well, there's 2, right? There's the Jump Hour, right, that Christopher Ward just did not too long ago, because Christopher Ward is on a tear, man. I don't know what's going on with them over there, but they're not playing any games right now. Like, they hit the ground running and they haven't stopped since. So let's mute this, play it. This Jump Hour looks great, man. I do like this Jump Hour. It's clean. I don't know how you guys feel about it, but I think it looks phenomenal. I wish the video would play or load, but this is super clean, and they did a lot to this design that looks completely different. I took a peek at some of the reviews for it. I haven't gone crazy in depth for it, but I'm kind of eyeballing. They're doing nice things with the loom too. That's super clean, right? I'm in the market for a Jump Hour for sure. I'm looking for something that's. I was hoping the Traska was going to come through, because this is out of my price range. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Like, $3K is not what I'm trying to spend right now. I'm trying to be around 12, 15, something like that down the line, you know. And the Traska was deemed to be out for 26. Hopefully that's still on target. So I'll also have time for coin. But this, I still got to show this some love, man. I love Christopher Ward. I really do. Regardless, I don't own one yet. And then they did this to the Bel Canto. That's ridiculous. Like, this is crazy in a good way. Like, the more time you wait, the more crazy options that they're just gonna come out with. And I like this. I don't know how you guys feel about this. Let me know how you feel about the Jump Hour, but let me also know how, this is a lot. That loom, like, yo, that's insane. And more so on like the classical side, but I thought this was absolutely phenomenal as well. Titanium, yeah, that's a great release. You guys know what the Chris Ward looks like, but this is a new addition that they had, and this is fantastic. What are they saying they want for this again? This has got to be a $5, no? 4 or 5? We're talking here. It's already at 5, so maybe. Oh yeah, this is it right here. Okay. Yeah, that's crazy. That's nice. Very nice. What else? Oh, I wanted to mention about this. Random Rob, also did a review of this, and he did a fantastic job. He even went the extra mile to explain how to set the date. So let's wind up. Let's rewind. This is a special edition for Call of Duty that they're doing for the Hamilton khaki. Since we're talking about Hamilton, I love this concept. I love this idea. What this effectively does, because what's going to happen is there are going to be a lot of gamers that see this watch in game and are big Call of Duty fans, and it's just making and creating more watch enthusiasts, right? And so I thought it was very I felt like Rob had a lot of creator awareness to understand that there are going to be a lot of people who are not necessarily watch enthusiasts that are going to pick this up. And he explained the right time of day to change over the date and everything else. But yeah, man, I thought this was a great release. I'm not, it's not for me per se, but super cool concept. And, we see a lot of collabs between movies and everything else. And I think gaming is the right move for a collaboration as well. So I wanted to just bring that up and see how you guys felt about it as well. I like it. Yeah, that was Intersect. And then, yeah. And that's all I had. That's all I had. Let me catch up on chat, then we're going to peel out. Appreciate you guys tuning in for sure. What are we talking about? Mr. Trap Vision 3D says Hannibal is off limits. What's going on, bro? Welcome in. Thank you for joining. Yes, sir. Says what's happening. What's going on, bro? I think the Christopher Ward should have put some markers on the time ring on the Lumiere. Let's see what we talking about. Why do I feel like there's not enough pictures here? I see what you. Oh yeah, that makes it really minimalistic, doesn't it? I mean, I get the reason why you would do that, because you want that to be the centerpiece. I'm sorry, I'm like fishing for like just a regular. How about we do this instead of scrolling up and down 18 times and making you guys dizzy as hell? Let's do this and see if it's in this section here. Let's see. I don't think I could find it in the regular. How about shop now? Let's see. Here we go. This is what I want here. Yeah, I get what you're saying, dude. That's a minimalistic design. And I get why you would do that when you have so much intricacy to the dial, and then you do this supercharged up loom tip hand, skeleton eye. This is still fantastic, man. I mean, do you even tell time with this at that point? Like, do you even care that this tells time? Right? I think that this is just like a marvel, right? That's another category of watch. I mentioned that in my last Vario when I said that the hands were a little hard to read against the guilloche dial. Because, like, at that point, I'm just appreciating the design when I look at my wrist. But I get what you're saying if you want to make everybody happy. But how would you do that? Like, how would you do that without messing up all the things that are going on? You have gears. You have this bridge that runs through here that you want people to appreciate, right? You have this ring that's supposed to just stand out. I don't know how you would do that without it being too much, because it's already too much. You know what I mean? In a good way. But like when you go this detailed, one thing could be like, I don't know. But you're right. Everybody would like you would make everybody happy. And I think that's the first time they put it on a FKM too. I think that's a FKM. And by the way, they added some loom to this FKM too, mostly on the edges, I think. Mostly on the edges. That's nice. I think that was clean. What are you guys saying in chat? I would use gemstone markers and subtle. Yeah. Whatever you do, it would have to be subtle. It would have to be subtle for sure. Oh man, sorry to hear that. I hope you're good, bro. I hope you're good. Be safe on the highway, bro. Just getting back to town. Yes, and I mentioned before that you're going live tomorrow at Trifecta with Random Rob, so that's gonna be exciting. What did you show? I showed a whole bunch of stuff, bro. We at the end. I gotta close up shop right now. We're rounding the hour. We're 5 minutes away from the hour. Skylar, Mr. Master. Oh, did I miss something? Am I ignoring you? Like how Travis ignores me on lives when I tell him to put the Murph on his wrist? Sorry. Hold on. Let me go back. Vario is sick of deep red color. Yeah, man. All right, cat's out the bag. The red color's coming. The red color's coming. Cat's out the bag. Just because you said that one specifically, you got to get the red. I think that one's leading for that Vario futurist. Fantastic. I'm trying to catch up on chat. Defend me. What are you talking about? What's happening? Yeah, exactly. Too much loom. That's a toy. You know what, Hannibal? I always respect how you guys feel, but there are people that are loom. There are people who are loom fanatics, man. And I think Christopher Ward is aware of that. And you got to remember, this ain't the first bel canto. So the lighting in here is crazy, washing me out. Hold on. Why didn't you guys tell me I look completely washed out? It's not the first one, and they have they have the different designs between the classic and everything else. So I think it's the right time for this. And you're gonna have loom heads that are just gonna devour that watch because of it. But I understand why you're saying it looks like a toy. Loom? What? I'll reply. I think Christopher Ward should have put okay, we read that. Okay, so we're up to date on the chat. What do you mean? That's tons of loom. Yeah. Anyway, ladies and gents, I do appreciate you guys hanging with me and going through all the things. And everybody on the playback, I do appreciate you as well. Have a fantastic weekend. And as always, I appreciate you guys for spending your most valuable asset, which is time. And I'll hopefully see you in the next one. Later, guys. Have a fantastic weekend. Peace.